our blessings at this time. Will that be pleased to grant that this meeting thus be done in order, be conducted in peace and closed in harmony. Bless our firefighters, our first responders, and our men and women in uniform around the world. Bring them home safely. All this we ask in your son's name. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
All right, thank you guys. Let's get it on. Mr. Secretary, line us out.
Let's see who all is not here. Quentin Keel Barker.
Present.
Roy Jones.
Here.
Jim Burnett's here. Bill Maines.
Present.
Michael Trainer, absent. He got an excuse that. Let him bring us slip. Bring a slip.
We get out of it. Yeah, this one I'll talk to. Okay.
Whatever cause he was not to be here. Let's see. No public comments?
No public comments.
Bring a
We'll
slip.
move on to the minutes of the meetings of the last one. I think, do we need to wait on due pick on any financials? You want to pass it around, George?
No, I don't think so.
That's
No. Well, I can do the financials if we need to.
Okay. I'll review the minutes. Previous minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as submitted.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Stands? That is for Chris. Yeah, I'll sign yours. Okay, we'll move on to financials then.
Be your report now.
I'll have to put on the president's report that I can right now, except for what's coming up in the agenda. Secretary, if we have anything, mail or anything?
Thanks to Kathy, we got the elevator inspection report to Austin. And so the elevator's fine. What else came to me? Oh yeah, I did get the audit, and it's in the clouds and in the files.
Okay.
So I think we're up to snuff. I think all things we know right now at the end of the year report would be coming up, what, in September? In September, or is it a calendar year?
That will be in December, the one that we have to file with the state, which is just who's the officers and all that. That used to go to the ag department, I don't know why, but I think now it's changed to a different department. But I think that annual report is
That's the
not.
most critical.
Now, the financial one that you're talking about, that is in January after year end.
Right. So we're up to snuff. I don't have any other emails or mail.
All right, thank you. And we'll move on to financial reports then.
I'll let everybody take a look since Michael is gone. Go through all of this real quick. Chris, what'd you say our burn rate was, about 45
45 this month.
this month? financial news or not, but the Fed is lowering rates again, so you can bet that the investment pools will be going down, the investment rates will be going down. As a matter of fact, I backed some money out of the budget because of that. They're talking about as many as 3 to 4 rate cuts between now and the end of 2020, so. We'll be back in the ones before long. I had a note on the June financials, I wanna go back to it if I can find it. In doing the budget, and sitting there looking at this, as I find stuff, I'm just gonna kind of make interesting notes to you. Found out that from prior years, we're still owed about $44,000 in back taxes. And part of one of the things I wanna check into is, you know, the tax collector's office basically pursues all delinquent taxes on our behalf. But we still got money from 09 and 10. And you know, normally these school districts are the ones that trigger the tax foreclosure on these properties. In other words, when you read the tax foreclosure, it'll be, you know, Livonia School District versus the property owner, or Floresville School District versus the property owner. But for some reason or another, and this old money, 9, 10, 11, I mean, every year,
Wow.
there's money owed to us. And I don't know, I mean, after 10 years, I'm amazed it hadn't triggered some sort of tax election, not tax election, pardon me, some sort of tax, you know, foreclosure action. Maybe it's too small to worry with, I don't know.
Are we responsible for filing that complaint?
Well, that's what I've got to learn. We've never done it, and I don't know what it is, but I mean, you know, most taxing entities will basically go through a tax foreclosure process every 3 to 5. Well, we've got stuff that's out at 10. And I'm like, I don't understand why the law firm in Austin that does all this work on behalf of the county and the tax collector's office is letting this stuff go for so long. There may be a legitimate reason, it's just something that I noticed, and it's kind of like, this doesn't seem to make sense. Seems like after somebody's 3 to 4, 5 years down, you're gonna basically do a tax foreclosure. But for some reason, that's not happening on our older stuff.
It's not a local issue, we don't have attorneys for the appraisal district?
Honestly, I don't know. I honestly, I mean, the attorneys for the tax collector's office sends out letters, does the tax foreclosures and all of that. But I never see, you know, when they do collect on them, when they send out the nasty letters and they get paid, we get our cut.
Yeah.
But for some reason or other, on this old stuff, we're not getting anything.
So why does it always carry over on the next monthly budget then?
Well, I mean, if a guy doesn't pay in 09, then in 10, 11, whatever, all of that money rolls and accumulates on that particular property as outstanding taxes.
And there's no scheduled penalties or anything?
Yeah, I mean, after, I think it's March of each year, that's when it starts, you know, it's either February or March, maybe the end of February. That triggers the taxes, the penalty and interest and all of that.
You got lawyer's fees and all that.
Pardon?
You got lawyer's fees and all that.
Yeah, lawyer fees, I mean, when those delinquent accounts get passed to, what is the name of that law firm, starts with a G in Austin? Goggins and Blair or something like that?
Yeah, Blair, sounds familiar.
They're the ones that do this legal work on behalf of the county. But I don't understand why some properties get passed to them and other properties don't. I don't know what the trigger is. Does it take the taxing entity to pull the trigger?
Or they're accepting.
Or is it they're just doing whatever, say, these school districts are asking them to do? I'm not sure. Gotta learn more about it, that's the whole thing.
I see.
Something there is, you know, going on and just gotta figure it out.
Ken would know, wouldn't he?
Maybe, but I would start with the tax collector's office and see what their process is for such things. Since technically they represent us in all tax matters. So anyway, there's some change out there. There's 44,000 out there that we gotta go figure out what we have to do to get it.
Okay.
Like I said, also investment income, you can bet that's gonna be going down in the near future.
Okay. Did you have any events? Events?
No, the president's report, he didn't have that.
That's, on insurance.
How much longer do we have on that lease on that Xerox machine?
October.
For this year?
Keeping track of, we all grumble when we see that bill.
Oh, I didn't sign that check every month.
I will say though, we use it a lot.
Yeah.
We don't buy ink,
Yeah, but I say you don't buy all them ink cartridges.
we
What
don't
is
buy
it?
service.
Oh, I can't remember, 138, right?
143.18 every month.
43.
And as you
But I
said,
mean-
we don't pay for ink or anything, we just buy the paper.
Well, they're hitting you up on those additional copies, right? That's where the expense comes in.
It's about $30 is average.
But that's the color one, that we
Well,
try
that's
not to,
even over so many on black and white.
But we,
cartridges on a machine like that are probably
Some of our
$400 or
over
$500 for a set of them.
that set that we get both.
Now that copier's over the hill, but we could get it faster.
that should be on discussion. Say October, contract expires.
Well, I'll put it on
Yeah.
next agenda.
September?
I may put it on it. I'll try and
Look at that thing closer.
I'll pull the lease for y'all too.
Guys, what's this 4,000 other expense ESD?
That's the one you told me, we were walking through the other day on the phone, the 2,000. Both of them went back, that 4,000 went back out to the fire department.
Oh, that's the
Billboard
clearing,
lease.
that's the clearing on the billboard stuff,
Yes.
okay. So you just said that the out hadn't been, okay, I got you, I see what, how it's voted, okay.
Okay.
How much more did you say we have on capital? Just go, about another 20?
Yeah, about another 20.
So I've got a calculator carryover off of this. Looking pretty good. Right on target where we should be budget-wise. Actually, just a touch